Good evening. Thanks for joining us. We continue tonight with the breaking news we first told you about this afternoon. A deadly shooting at the Fox River Mall in Grand Chute. One person is dead, another injured. The suspect is still on the loose. Jason Zimmerman and Joshua Bagheera among the first on the scene for us. Let's head over to Joshua first. Where do police stand on the investigation?
Brittany, right now it's a less active scene than it was earlier. There are a few officers that are still in the back, but where it currently stands that police are still looking for the suspected shooter in this deadly incident.
Grand Chute police confirmed 2 people were shot at Fox River Mall, one dying from their injuries.
We've identified several witnesses who observed the incident. Those individuals are currently speaking with investigators. Again, we ask anybody with any information about the incident to please contact the Grand Chute Police Department.
This all began at around 3:30 Sunday afternoon when officers responded to a shooting at the mall. People inside were asked to shelter in place. A witness sent us this video of what appears to be a person with a gunshot wound. In 2 briefings held by police, a motive nor a shooter was identified.
Investigators are actively following up on leads and possible suspect information. We will provide any suspect information as soon as we can.
The other person who was shot only suffered minor injuries.
Again, police are asking if you have any information to call them at 920-832-1575. Again, 920-832-1575. And they're expecting to release the identity of that victim sometime tomorrow. Reporting live in Grand Chute, Joshua Bagheera, Action 2 News.
Thanks, Joshua. Now over to Jason Zimmerman, who was able to talk to shoppers as they are rushing out of the mall. Jason.
That's right, Brittany. Still a small police presence outside the Fox River Mall tonight, especially in the area of the food court. And that's where a number of witnesses told us they heard those shots being fired this afternoon. We were among the first on the scene, and when we got here, I was able to catch up with some people who were fleeing the area, visibly shaken. It was a chaotic scene with police surrounding the Fox River Mall after witnesses tell us someone fired gunshots, striking 2 people and causing an immediate panic. Lily Jones was working at the time.
All of a sudden we heard gunshots and everybody scrambling in the mall asking what's happening, and everybody was telling me that there's a shooting. Anybody who was in the food court by Rockies, I immediately told them jump my counter, get into the bathroom, lock the door.
Others inside the mall did the same thing. Many stayed in lockdown or sheltered in place until police gave the all clear. Our cameras caught this big crowd coming out a short time after the shooting, and some even had their hands up in the air.
We were at GNC and then we saw people running. It was like kind of like nail, like when you hammer a nail. And then obviously we booked it in back too.
Everything just got silent when then they shut all the cages real quick. We jumped in the back room, sat down, got secure.
During the incident, police blocked off the mall at every exit and kept traffic away. Tristan Davison says it was tough to anticipate how to react.
You freeze up. You know you should do something, but you can't.
This is the first time I've ever heard gunshots literally in a mall. I've been working here since August. This is all a shock to me. I'm still shaking terribly. I'm lucky.
And the response to this incident was just overwhelming. At one point, there were more police officers out here in the mall parking lot than I could count, including a SWAT unit. Just about every agency in the Fox Valley was out here this afternoon. Reporting live in Grand Chute, Jason Zimmerman, Action 2 News.
Thank you, Jason. We will check back in later on in the show, and of course we will keep you updated both online and on our First Alert mobile app. Again, anyone with information is asked to call Grand Chute Police at 920-832-1575. Welcome back. Let's head back out to Joshua Bagheera in Grand Chute for a recap of the deadly shooting we have been following all night for you. Joshua, any updates since we last talked to you?
So Brittany, again, 2 people were shot. One person ended up dying. Another person had minor injuries. You can see behind me, the scene is pretty much clear. There are a few police vehicles here just looking at the scene. But the mall is hopefully going to open sometime tomorrow. One of the victims, the person that did die, police are not releasing any information at all. They're expected to release more tomorrow, sometime in the morning, afternoon. Also, they're still searching for a suspect. No description was given of the suspect. We don't know the gender at all. All we do know is that 2 people were shot in the mall. One person died. The other person suffered minor injuries. The mall was evacuated. They interviewed multiple people who witnessed the incident. The mall obviously closed. It was blocked off. No one was allowed inside. Police were called today at around 3:30 in the afternoon to shots fired. And Grand Chute police are asking anyone with any information to call them at 920-832-1575. Again, we'll repeat that number, 920-832-1575. So if you have any information, please call the Grand Chute Police Department. Again, they're going to release more information sometime tomorrow morning on the victim and hopefully on the suspect. So we're going to send it right back to you in the studio, reporting live in Grand Chute. Joshua Peguero, Action 2 News.